So yeah, what's popping? Well, I thought about useful tips for new players. So if you're a new player just starting out, this might actually really beneficial for you. And if you're a seasoned player, veteran player, so to speak, perhaps maybe you can offer any more additional tips to new players coming through about what they should do when first starting out this game. So let's imagine that you're a brand new player now, and you've just started the game and you're swept by it. You think it's great because it is. You're really in the momentum at the moment. If I was to start out again, if I was in your position, one thing is for sure that the first thing I would do is avoid spending money on things before knowing what it is that I'm getting. Simply because if you're buying something that you don't fully know its capability, you're pretty much spending money on something that you're not going to be using it for its maximum. So that's like having a mobile phone with all the gizmos and gadgets and all these extra features when the reality is you don't actually use any of it. You're just using it for the basics. I would recommend that you do this next thing before you spend money. So the first thing you want to do is get your might score to 100k, 100%. Get yourself to that level first. Do what you got to do. Build your city, build your army, do the basics and do them well. That is a good saying that I was told once as a private soldier in my army career. Do the basics and do them well. Once the game's taught you the basics and you've learned the art of fighting monsters, picking the right troop types, picking the right captains, and you're using the correct equipment to enable your captains to do the most damage or gain the most points, speed up the most time frame, all of the basics, get yourself into a clan. If I were you, I would go into the clan rankings and look at the top five, because you want to look at the wealth score. You want to see how many chests are being generated by that clan and yeah, how much the clan generates wealth. And you want to try and get in the highest wealth as possible. Now, bearing in mind, this isn't a take. You're not on the take. You're not trying to do this to take from the clan. In actual fact, what is going to be expected of you is that you contribute. So there is an etiquette and there is a non-verbal agreement between clan players that once you're in part of the clan, you're part of the clique, and you're expected to keep the clan running. So some clans have a weekly allowance to contributions like subs. You have to pay resources to clan buildings, which I've done videos on. And yeah, you will also be expected to maybe contribute silver and food, but also be expected to produce maybe so many amount of chests per day from exploring crypts, completing missions. If you're going to go for a clan that's well established and is producing a lot of wealth, you must be expected to help contribute to that wealth, or you'll get kicked out of the clan very quickly. And believe it or not, a lot of clan leaders are actually in good communication. I used to be a clan leader and I used to have communication with a lot of the clan leaders in my old kingdom. And when players are requesting to join a clan, if you have developed a reputation or conducting yourself a certain way in the clan, trust me when I say leaders speak to leaders and you may struggle to get into another clan. That's the first tip. Just found myself a Merc exchange, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of me finding it first. So it's a cherry. And I think the first thing that I want to get is I'm going to get myself these. And let's take a look. I think they are the Trail Seekers. Yeah, I got these last time. These are really good. So I've sent Tengo on his march. I'm going to send someone else to get chariots because I like chariots. Yeah, we'll get some chariots. I didn't even get those Trail Seekers, so I'm going to get those. Send her Aurora to get those. And I actually like Legionaries, so I'm going to get some Legionaries as well. So I've got 3 captains on the march now. I'm going to speed them up real quick. And I'm also going to copy the location. And I'm going to send it to my clan. So that would be that. And yeah, back to my original, what I was talking about, avoid spending money before knowing what it is you're buying. If you're going to spend any money as a new player starting this game, I highly recommend that you get into a clan and then you purchase the Triumphal Challenge Golden Pass. because you may find other members of the clan using that pass because it's a very good pass. Okay, so wait a minute. I've just got to check my allowance. 19 million. Okay, so we've spent 10 million already. What else do I want? I like the Rhino Riders. Where are they? Because I do enjoy Rhino Riders. No, there's no Rhino. What are these guys? I've not got these before. Sphinxes. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for them this time. Let's get some Sphinxes. Oh, everyone's still on the march. I thought they'd be back by now. Oh, they're still on their way back. So someone's back, so that's good. Who's that? Please still be available. I hope it's still available. Yeah, still available. Sphinxes, Tengle. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Tengle's now on the go for them. Who are these guys? Oh, look. I didn't know we had these. Yeah, let's get them as well. Let's say, oh, they're still on the march. Oh, Farhad's back. Send him. Yeah, Farhad's got that. Cool. Look at them. 13 million. It's quite expensive, ain't it? When you think about it, silver wise. Oh, there they are. 15 million though for the Rhino Riders. What's my allowance looking like at the moment? Let's take a look. I've got 11 million left. What's worth getting? I mean, I could get some more Trail Seekers. Double up on the Trail Seekers. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm going to double up on the Trail Seekers. Yeah, let's get them. This part of the game, by the way, if you are a new player, you will eventually get, once the kingdom opens up and you unlock other kingdoms. It's a great part of the game. Okay, so the next tip is after you've got into a clan and if you're going to spend money, get it on the Triumphal Challenge and then allow yourself time to develop as a player before you buy packs and speak to other players about what packs to buy. The next thing is know your kingdom's rules of engagement. This is known as the ROE, and the ROE is basically how your kingdom conducts itself and etiquette. It's like the rules that players have established for themselves in the game. You want to know as well that not all players will respect the rules of engagement. It's like you've got to know that even though you're playing by the rules, some players won't play by the rules, and that's expected because we are self-governing as players of Total Battle. You will find that at times, yeah, you'll be playing by the rules and some players, just will not. So just make sure that you're not getting downhearted when you're saying to yourself, why is it that I'm playing by the rules, but all these other players aren't? Honestly, don't let it get to your head. Stick to what you know and do what you know. That was quite a quick Merc exchange, isn't it? To be honest, I'm quite happy with that. Surprised not many other people are going for it. I definitely want some more of those Sphinxes, though. I feel like only 12 is not enough, especially for later on when I start. I mean, how much more have I got? I've got 8 million more. I could get some more, no doubt. Yeah, I'm just going to post this in the Kingdom chat. Help the Kingdom out, I think. Because, everybody deserves a fair shot. Help each other's out. What goes around comes around, as they say. Yeah, look, everyone's going for it now. Look how quickly that happens. So when you get in there first, when you find a cherry like that, make sure you get what you want first before you send the coordinates to anybody else. Because look how many people now are going for it. And, I don't blame them, but at the end of the day, if you want to get yourself a successful amount of mercs, I highly recommend that you do search for yourself because you'll get there first, honestly. I mean, you can just wait for someone like me or other players to post it in the Kingdom chat, but at the end of the day, you're going to be waiting for the leftovers. So yeah, if you can get there first, you get the lion's share, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I definitely want more chariots and I definitely want more sphinxes. So my search isn't over at the moment. All right, so let's check out another kingdom. I actually do really well in 153 as well, so I'm going to try that one now. So yeah, back to what I was saying about the joining a clan and the rules of engagement. If you don't know where the rules of engagement are, ask other members of your clan or ask in the kingdom chat of your kingdom because someone will direct you to the chat room that has an up-to-date rules of engagement. Basically, it just means what to do and what not to do when conducting yourself within the kingdom as to not upset other players that are also abiding by the rules of engagement. But remember, like I said, some players do not respect the ROE. They are known as outlaws, rightly or wrongly. You can love them or hate them. They have every right to be in this game as everybody else, and they can do whatever they want if they are outlaws. not governed by anyone. Sometimes you get outlaw clans, pirates of the total battle. And I think they're fun. As a more experienced player can respect why they don't abide by the rules of engagement, because sometimes the rules of engagement are just not for everyone. So another tip for new players is remember that you're playing a war game. Yeah, that's a good segue actually. So although you may have a moral code, just remember your enemy may not. That is something that I learned from, I think it's Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Very good book for anybody that likes to read. I like to read, and The Art of War is a great book that's been passed down for centuries. It speaks from everything from tactics, how to attack your enemy, if you're outnumbered, how to scout your enemy as well, like learn your enemy, know your enemy, ways to have resources to back you up. The Art of War is a great book. I'm just saying, like for anybody who is interested in learning more about war or warfare and tactics, strategy, it definitely will help you play this game because you'll develop more of a leader's mind. And Machiavelli the Prince as well is a good one. But that is a bit more, it's not as to the point as Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu is very, very good at getting to the point, if that makes sense. Whereas Machiavelli is a bit more detailed. The Prince is the title of that one. But anyway, yeah, what I was getting at is, so although you may have a moral code of conduct, just remember that your enemy may not, okay? Because you are playing a war game and you are playing against complete strangers online. And just remember that too. So don't get upset if somebody conducts themselves in a way that you can't understand. Like why, for example, when I first started playing the game, I wasn't in a clan and I was just doing my own thing because I wanted to do my own thing. And I got attacked by 3 big players, one after the other, and they just kept coming. I kept reviving, they kept coming, and it was just getting really frustrating. However, me being me, I just attacked back. Even though I was losing, I was just sending them a message like, I'm going to keep coming. You can't bully me. And some would see it and be like, well, it's the game. Do you know what I mean? If you don't want to get attacked, join a clan. So their clan leader at the time, who actually became my mentor, his name was Sekhmet, and he mentored me and actually made me a superior of his clan because he wanted me to take over the clan after him. And yeah, he taught me quite a lot about this game, how to be a clan leader, how to conduct yourself and what to look out for and how to do things. So yeah, big up Sekhmet. Never met the guy. This is one of the things I love about online community. It's all done through chat. So just remember, not everybody is going to take pity on you because you're a new player. In actual fact, you will be bait. You will be a target. Do not let that dishearten you because we all started somewhere. You might feel like you're being bullied, but that's even more incentive to join a clan so you can request reinforcements. You can have that backing from your boys and your girls. You're part of the clique. You'll reap all the benefits of being in the clique, and players will actually leave you alone as well. They will respect as well because they know you've got the backing, or they should respect it, even if subconsciously. And all this will happen before your kingdom's even opened up. So you'll be, I know it sounds really patronizing, I don't want it to, but you'll be bickering amongst yourselves in your kingdom to begin with, only to realize that later on down the line, once the kingdom opens, it's actually better to be in a unified, united kingdom of players. Because trust me, once the kingdom opens up and big boys come along and the big girls come along and they start running rampage on your kingdom, you all become bait. So what goes around comes around. Those big fish in the small pond that initially started picking on you or bullying you and attacking you, trust me when I say they will get what's coming to them. And that's one of the beauties of life in general. To always remember there's always a bigger fish and to be humble in your approach. And then also remember what it was like when you were in their shoes. So any up and coming players right now, that's probably why I'm doing this video, because I remember how it felt when I first started playing. I was very excited and very swept and carried away by the game. Really thought it's great, and it is great. It really, really is. You learn as you go. Like I say in many times to my youngers, a wise man doesn't need advice, but only a stupid man wouldn't take any. The fact that you're here watching YouTube videos, investing in your research and knowledge about how to be a better player speaks volumes about you. So keep doing that. Read the comments and take note of what other players say. You don't have to do what they say, but like I said, my next tip would be, if I was starting out as a brand new player, avoid the politics. Focus on you and clan goals. Once your kingdom opens up to the rest of the world map, then enjoy a bit of the politics side, like which king you want to vote for that does well for the kingdom globally, as opposed to just in house. Yeah, you really want to avoid the politics because it can get a little bit fickle and it can get a little bit childlike. It can get, because this game isn't actually what I would describe as a young person's game. A large part of the players who play this game are players of my generation, which is the millennials, and previous generations. They're the ones who play this game because it's a strategy game, it's a patience game, it doesn't involve a lot of button bashing. It's not a skill game, so to speak. It's more of a maturer audience's game who likes to watch their plants grow, if that makes sense, because that's all it is. Your account growing and you make friends online, you're part of the clan. So yeah, the point I'm making is, though, when it comes to the politics, there are some very outwardly spoken people, and sometimes some messages can get misconstrued. There is also the language barrier as well. So trying to get your point across without somebody who speaks the same language as you, and perhaps maybe the translator cannot articulate correctly what you meant when speaking, you're going to have to keep it a bit basic if you're speaking from someone who doesn't speak your native tongue. But yeah, the politics can get a little bit thick, or some people say some things that they don't mean, or they do say things they do mean, which is a little bit, it's a bit harsh, really. Community guidelines and all that. So try and avoid the politics, is what I'm saying. Just keep your head down, focus on you, focus on your clan, focus on the game, and enjoy. If there is bickering within your clan, hopefully your clan leader can squash that and you can all conduct yourselves unified. However, if it continues, I would get out of that clan ASAP, because it is not going to benefit you being part of a internal conflicted clan. So the next point is find your tempo. This is really important when first starting out this game, because if you're playing this game like I first started out playing it, which was 24/7, I couldn't get off it. I was obsessed. I was learning all of these micro fights with these little monsters. I was learning the crypts. I was learning the captains. I was learning the equipment. I was just trying to get my head around this. It just swept me. It was just such a calling to be amongst this game. I even had spreadsheets. There's one. Yeah, boy. I even had spreadsheets and stuff. And yeah, I was just so obsessed with this game. Oh, I can't get any more Sphinxes. Oh, that's it, is it? That's it. It's a shame. You can't buy any more. Even if you want more, you can't buy any more. Well, I guess um, I'm going to have to decide what I want. I'm not going to get any more trail seekers. I mean, come on. How many trail seekers do you need? But I do want... I don't want to go over the budget either. 3 of them, 6 of them. What are they? What do they do? Who are they? Bone Golem. A melee unit. Chance to deal strength against dragons. Okay, let's get them. And that'll be me finished. Yep, Centangle. Let's get those. And I'm going to copy and paste for my click. That's what I was saying. I think I finished on politics. I think that was it, really. I mean, that is it. When starting out, pretty much, that's what you want to stick to, those things there, and obviously watch more YouTube videos to help you grow, to help you develop, to become a better player. This game is a long-term thing. If you're looking to play, see it as something that you have on your mobile or on your laptop if you play like me, and it's going to be around for a while. Like, I am going to play this game, I believe, for the foreseeable future, for a good few years. There are players that are well established in this game in the hundreds of million might score, who are my mentors as well, because success leaves clues, if you get what I'm saying, and how they have survived the longevity of the game. Now they're in well-established clans, things like that. And so just know that it isn't one of those games that you're going to get to the end and complete. it's going to be something that you can have all the time. That being said, if you are a new player and you want to do the next step to make sure that you're doing things correctly, I highly recommend that you establish your city to be big enough to cater for a big army. So, as you can see, my city at the moment has a lot of farm buildings, and I've done a whole video explaining this, which I'm going to pin for you right now. So, just did pretty well on that Merc exchange. I set myself my budget, 30 million silver, and as you can see here, I got myself 110 arbalesters, 110 legionaries, 55 chariot riders, 6 bone golems, 220 trail seekers, and I got myself 12 sphinxes, which is awesome. That should put me in a good stead for when I attack the Tin Man later on with my clan. If you haven't watched my video and claimed your bonus from Total Battle yet about how to set yourself up for the best success on the Tin Man, you should definitely check that out. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.